Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on the new Eriador server, and I'm finally back with another video. I know it has been quite some time, but I'm back with a video. For those of you that follow me on Instagram or Twitter may know that I've been very busy with school because I've been writing my exams. I've been writing about 2 to 3 exams a day in the last 2 weeks, and it has been quite hectic, and I haven't had too much time to play here on the new Eriador or record or anything like that. But now I'm back, and by the time this video comes out I will most likely be on holidays, so I've got some time on me now to start recording a few more videos, which is really awesome in my opinion. But let's get into the actual episode. As you guys can see, I'm here in the Nether. This is actually the Nether hub of the new Eriador server, and I know I haven't shown this off at all for those of you that don't follow any of the other new Eriador members, haven't seen this yet. But those of you that have watched Petty may know that Nias and Petty a few weeks ago started the construction of this Nether hub, and it looks pretty damn epic in my opinion. This big circle with these glass walkways going to the big portal, and as you guys can see, we've also been mining quite a lot, or digging out this big area underneath, because we have some awesome plans for the Nether hub. And I'm actually going to be taking charge of the Nether hub in the future, in the upcoming episodes, or in a future episode should I rather say. I'm going to be working on the aesthetic part of the Nether hub, because we've got the whole we've got the ceiling in place, we've got these pathways in place, or these areas for pathways should I rather say. Some people have already started making tunnels to their areas, but yeah. In the upcoming video, I'm going to be taking charge of the Nether hub and going to be doing all the aesthetics. We have got some awesome plans, and I'm going to be doing that in the future. But now, in the beginning of this episode, I want to actually show you guys an awesome project that the whole server has kind of been working on in the past 2 months. Most of the other members have shown this off, and it is a really epic project, but I haven't managed to show it off just yet, just because there's always been so much progress in this project, and I never really wanted to spoil the project. But now I think it's time to show you guys, my viewers, what is going on at this awesome project. So let me just head over there now and we'll check it out. Alright guys, we have arrived at this insane project. Now I'm going to have to explain quite a few things to those of you that have not seen this place before. But basically, a few weeks ago, even months by now, we had the original idea to kind of create this big area a bit further away from the town, from all our houses and stuff, where we are going to have every single farm in the game pretty much to farm all those awesome resources, so we can carry on building some awesome structures. And this is the place. This is the one big area that we've decided to pick out to build all those insane farms, so we don't have to have them lagging out our town a few blocks away in that direction. But as you guys can see, there's so much insane stuff that I have to talk about. First off, let's talk about this warehouse. So this warehouse took forever to build, and it was mainly WC Hamilton building this awesome warehouse, because since we are going to be mining every single item in the game pretty much, we need a huge storage area, and this is the big warehouse, and it looks really awesome. It really looks like an in real life warehouse in my opinion, and it really does have an industrial look, and I really love the look of it. Quartz, obviously a very expensive block, and you guys can just begin to imagine how long this whole entire thing took to build. Go check out WC Hamilton's videos if you haven't already, and if you want to see how he built this absolute monstrosity. I must also mention that Nias, or Niruzo, he has also really been helping WC Hamilton quite a lot with this warehouse, and them two have just gone absolutely crazy and built this monstrosity. As you guys can see, we have tons of silos here on this wall with lots and lots of items in them already. We've got tons of stone, which I'll get to in just a bit, and lots of resources already. And already some of the farms that we have built in the big perimeter area over there have already been hooked up. As you guys can see, we've got a witch farm and a few other farms, but these are basically all the silos that are going to be hooked up with all the separate farms farming all the items in the game. And this is basically the central area where we're going to be able to pick up most items, and it's going to be awesome. But now let me get out of this awesome warehouse again. I actually really love that skylight. Those skylights really add a whole nother dimension to this building. I love it. Anyways, let's get out of here and let me show you the rest of this awesome place. As you guys saw in the beginning, this is a huge area that we've been mined out all the way to bedrock, and it is insane how long this has been taking the whole server. Basically, whenever I didn't really feel like recording, or whenever I just had time to play Minecraft but not really record, I would often come here to the perimeter and just mine and mine and mine. I mean, you can only begin to imagine how much stone we have mined. It has been crazy, and I've probably been one of the people on the server that has mined the least, but there are some people on here that are absolutely crazy. As you guys can see, we've been mining a lot, all the way down to bedrock, because basically what we want is that when you're in the center there, you are just going to be loading all these areas that have been dug out, so no mobs can spawn on the bedrock whatsoever, so we can just get all the farms to maximum efficiency. For example, if we do build a hostile mob farm at some point, which we will of course, because we are going to have all the farms here farming all the awesome items. But yeah, if we have a hostile mob farm, we need lots of spaces to be unspawnable around it, and basically that's why we're mining out this huge area. And also here, a witch farm also needs the whole area around it to be unspawnable, so the witches don't spawn, or all the mobs don't spawn around it, which take up the mob cap, which is basically the reason why we're just mining out this huge area, and it's been taking forever. Over there we've already been starting on some iron farms, mainly Scalper Skid that's been taking that into his responsibility and building the iron farms for the server. We aren't going to be building any iron titan or anything like that needs to be in the spawn chunks, but rather we are going to keep all our farms in this area, which we are calling the farm. Quite rightly so, I think, because it's going to contain basically every single farm. Also, all the other little farms are going to be here, like the sugarcane farm and the cactus farm. Yeah, basically all the farms in the game, and it's going to be a really awesome project, I think. And at some point we are also going to be building a farm here for ourselves, or for the whole server, but we're going to contribute to the farms. So I've just made my way to the place where people were last mining at, and here we are. Here people have been removing tons and tons of water. It is actually the drying up of water with sponges that takes quite a lot longer than the mining, because as you guys can see, the mining is instant. We have got instant mine here because we have got haste 2, and I've got an efficiency 5 pickaxe. I've also got silk touch, unbreaking 3, and mending on this pick. It is called the pro pick for a reason. It is an absolute destroyer, this pick, and it is pretty damn awesome. So once this pick runs out, I just go to an XP farm we've got on the server and just repair it like that, and then it doesn't cost any extra diamonds, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we can just instant mine, which takes very, very quickly in comparison to the normal mining where you don't have instant mine. But yeah, it's really nice mining instantly, and we get some of this stone away quite quickly. So some of you may already know, but the Euro 2016 football tournament is happening right now. It has been going on for around about a week already in France, and it has been pretty awesome. I've been watching all the games because I'm a huge football fan. For those of you that didn't know, I love playing the game, I love watching the game. It's a super awesome sport in my opinion. But basically, the Euro 2016 tournament is a football tournament where all the best nations of Europe get together to see who is the best. And it is a really awesome tournament. And I've got an awesome idea in how I can kind of involve the server in this. So basically what I want to do is I want to set up a betting station where people can bet on which team is going to win in specific games, and that's basically what I want to do. So I'm going to go head over to the town again and see what location I can pick out to build this betting station. I have found a nice location for the Euro betting station, and it is just behind Blaze's tower over here, and also behind the town hall. The rest of the town is all the way in that direction, but there are a few buildings in this area as well. As you guys can see, there is a building over here, and that is Dougie Duck Duck's jail. He is the sheriff on the server, so he needs a jail to catch all those criminals. Over there we have Bunny and Possum's house. Over in that direction is also my tree house. But this is where we're going to be building the Euro betting station. It is quite a nice location. We've got lots of space over here, which I find is very important. As you guys can see, also a hot air balloon, which is Dougie's as well. But this is kind of a location which really hasn't been built on yet, and I think in the future, when we have future ideas for shops maybe, and people don't have enough spaces near their houses, we can kind of disperse them here amongst the forest, which could be quite cool. And I'm going to start off here by the Euro betting station here on this little hill. So I'm going to start with some construction of this building. Just putting the last details in place, and the build is pretty much complete. It is quite small and quite simple, but I think it's going to do the job. It's got some nice features like these curves of the stone brick, which I really like, and also that whiteness of the quartz, getting that contrast going. And I actually do quite like how this looks on the top of this mountain. Obviously we still need to do all the surroundings, blending it nicely into the surroundings with leaves and all that sort of stuff that I usually do. And we are also going to be putting a big sign on top of here, stating Euro, which is kind of going to attract people from all around, also from town and stuff, because we are kind of in the middle of nowhere here, and I think a sign is needed. So the Euro sign is in place above the building, and I quite like how it looks. It is floating in the air at the moment. I may add a backing to it in the future, but I think it looks quite cool for now, just floating there. Physically, this could not be possible, but I still think it looks quite cool. They're quite slick. We've chosen to use the French flag colors, the white, the blue, and the red, and I think that looks quite cool. Fits the theme of the Euro 2016 quite nicely, and I think it will attract quite some attention from town. I think you can see it quite nicely from Niels' house over there. And as you guys can see, I've also managed to do some work around the building. So I've kind of incorporated a garden into this whole place. I made a little garden there with quite a few flowers. Also got a few custom trees in the back there, 3 of them actually. And I've also started making a path, which can kind of connect all the future projects that are going to be here. And I will also connect to Dougie's hot air balloon there. And maybe we can even wrap it around to his jail over there. And then also I want to make a path leading to Niels' house, so we can kind of connect everything quite nicely. And yeah, the path is quite simple, the usual path that I've also been using at my treehouse over there, and I quite like it. But yeah, as you guys can see, these custom trees, nothing too special. I haven't spent too much time on them like I have for the trees by my treehouse, but I kind of started trying out a new style of custom tree, kind of this leaning type of tree, and I quite like it. Haven't spent too much time on it, so obviously it doesn't look as good as I think it could be, but they do look decent, and So I just got kicked from the server there because my internet connection is worse than usual. But yeah, what I was saying is these trees I think look quite nice. I didn't spend too much time on them, but I do like the new style that I'm trying out here, the leaning tree. From the back they don't look too amazing, as you guys can see. Nothing too special from the back here, but I do like how they look from the front. And that one's also a leaning tree over there, but this one's kind of just a usual tree. Nothing too special there, but I do like using custom trees. I kind of refuse to plant normal trees now, these normal default trees. I always tend to build custom trees instead. So I think the only thing that is left to do now is the actual predicting and betting functionality inside the building. So let me quickly show you guys how the betting is actually going to work. So basically how people can predict a score of the game. They can choose a group where they're like a team of, say here there's Germany against Northern Ireland. That's Germany's next game. So Germany's playing Northern Ireland. So if they want to bet on this game, they can take out this book, and then they can replace that with a diamond. I don't have a diamond on me right now, but I would replace that with a diamond because that's the cost of one prediction. And then you open the book, you write the score that you think is going to happen, and then you sign the book, and then you place it inside the dropper. And because they have signed the book, I'll see who predicted what, and then I will be handing out prizes to those that got to the closest score. And those prizes will actually be quite cool, I think. I think I'm even going to be putting a block of diamond as a prize, so big prizes up for grabs. So that's going to encourage everyone on the server to predict. Even if you don't watch football, all members on the server can participate and predict a random score, because in football you never know, anything can happen in football, and that's how I think this thing will be pretty fun. I just died, and I just died in the worst possible way. As you guys can see, I've only got some books on me because I've been using them and stuff, but I've got no tools on me and no diamond armor. I've lost all that awesome diamond armor that took me hours to enchant. I had all the best enchantments on all my armor and also even tools, and it took me hours to get those things, and I've lost them all now. So basically, I was out at the farm again doing a bit of mining, and then I decided I wanted to come and try and fly back with the elytra all the way from the farm, which is quite the way back there. It's quite east from town, a few hundred blocks. I decided I wanted to try and fly back to town with the elytra, and so I was flying. I was doing all good. I had the punch 2 bow on me, so I was never going to run out, and I was able to fly back. But then all of a sudden, my world stopped loading. Everything turned black, so I decided to relog. I relogged, and when I relogged, it said you died. And this is extremely frustrating. I lost all my items because of a little glitch thing. I don't even know why I died. But yeah, oh well, that's how the game happens. As you guys can see, I've also have hardly any spare diamonds on me. These are the only diamonds I have. But basically, all the betting functionalities of this thing are complete. And now I want to put the prizes, or the potential prizes, up here. So as I said, the block of diamond will be over here on display to kind of encourage people to make predictions, and then also I've got an enchanted book there that people can win. But yeah, all the betting functionalities are done, and despite my death, I am quite happy that this thing is complete and it is ready to be used. So I'm ready to go mining and get back some of those diamonds. As you can see, I've got some food on me, a bunch of torches and a bunch of pickaxes, and also this awesome bow that's going to come in handy. This must have stayed in the chest somehow. Lucky that I didn't die with it. But this is basically the only OP thing that I've got left, and it's going to definitely help in those caves against those mobs. But yeah, I'm going to go mining, but I don't think I'm going to do that in today's episode, because I think we have more or less run out of time for today's episode. You guys can check out the result of this mining session in the following video here on the new Eriador server that will be coming out in around about a week's time, so do look forward to that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. We managed to build the Euro prediction station, which I want to quickly ask you guys a question. If you guys are watching the Euros, which team are you supporting? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. But yeah, and I also showed you guys the awesome farm project we have going on. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to my channel to get updated about all future videos. But thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.